Hi there. Today we're going to explore the Flowmatix platform together. When you log in, you'll land on the homepage, also called the dashboard. Here, you'll find your insights at a glance, the total messages used, how many WhatsApp conversations you've had, the number of AI messages sent, and how many leads you've captured so far. Just below that, there's a table listing all the chatbots you've created. You'll see each bot's name, type, and deployment status. Alright, let's walk through how to create a new bot. On the left-hand side, find and click the Create New Bot button. Once you click it, you'll be taken to a page where you can choose your bot's purpose. There are several options, like lead generation, customer support, appointment booking, marketing automation, e-commerce assistance, or any other custom use case you'd like to build. For now, I'll choose lead generation as an example. Next, you'll see different channels you can create your bot for. These include website chatbot, landing page chatbot, mobile app chatbot, Telegram chatbot, Facebook chatbot, WhatsApp chatbot, Instagram chatbot, and Microsoft Teams chatbot. For this demo, I'll show you how to create a website chatbot. Once you select it, Flowmatix will instantly create your bot, and you'll be redirected to the chat flow editor. Now, what's a chat flow? It's simply the conversation path your bot follows when talking with your customers. Flowmatix gives you two ways to build it: Classic Builder, a simple list-based editor, or Visual Flow Builder, a drag-and-drop canvas where you can map out your conversation visually. In this tutorial, we'll use the Classic Builder. Now, over on the left-hand side, you'll see a list of chat components you can add to your chat flow. These are the building blocks that help your bot interact smoothly with customers. Let's go through some of the most commonly used ones. First, we have Message. This simply sends a message to the user. Next is Name. Use this when you want to ask for the customer's name. Then there's Phone Number, which collects their contact number. You also have Email for gathering email addresses. Moving on to the single choice question. This allows the user to pick just one option from a list. For example, you might ask them to choose between yes or no. On the right-hand side, you can customize these options by typing them in. Then, you'll decide which message or step each option will connect to. So, if the user chooses yes, one specific flow is triggered. If they choose no, a different flow will run. Next, we have the multiple choice question. This lets users select more than one option from the list you provide. Just click the Add button to create as many choices as you need. For instance, you might enter open, closed, on leave, half day, or off. You can customize these however you like. Once set, you can link each option to a specific follow-up flow. That way, no matter which choice the user picks, the right conversation path will be triggered. Now, let's walk through some of the request information components you can use to make your Flowmatix chatbot more interactive and engaging. We touched on some of the commonly used ones already, like name, phone, email, single choice, multiple choice. Next, we have the text question component. This allows you to ask any text-based question. For example, you might ask, "What's your nationality?" or "What's your favorite color?" Next is the file upload component. Here, you can request a file, image, or video from the user. For instance, asking them to upload an identification document or a proof of payment. Then, there's the iframe component. This opens a web page directly inside the bot's chat window. For example, you could display a service survey form right within the conversation. Moving on, we have the appointment component. This is perfect for booking appointments and selecting time slots. It's great for service providers and consultants. You can set your availability days, available hours, booking slot intervals, and how far in advance users can book. You can even integrate it with different appointment scheduling systems. The location component lets you request a textual location from the user. For example, you might ask for a customer's shipping address. The date-time component is used to collect both a date and time, say, a preferred delivery date and time for an order. With the rating component, you can ask users to provide feedback on their experience. For instance, they could rate their satisfaction with a product they've received. The range component allows you to ask for a range of values. For example, what square footage are you looking for in your new home? Minimum 500, maximum 5,000, and the user can choose within that. Then there's numeric input. This is for requesting specific numbers, such as a user's age or the quantity they'd like to order. Next up is the Smart Question component. This is a bit more advanced. It asks the user a question and looks for specific keywords in their answer. If a keyword appears, the bot can instantly jump to a specific flow you've assigned. You can define multiple keywords, each leading to a different step. And if no keyword is detected, you can set a default step to follow. The redirect component lets your bot move from one flow to another. Your bot can have multiple flows, which you can see in the flow screen. Once this component is triggered, the selected flow continues right in the conversation. Finally, we have the API component. This lets you connect to third-party services directly from your chat flow. For example, you could integrate your CRM to log new leads automatically, or connect to a shipping service to get tracking updates and send them to your customers. Inside the Flowmatix platform, you'll find a section called Send Information. This feature makes it easy to share helpful content with your users in different formats. Alright, let's go through them, one by one. First, messages. These are simple text messages you can use to provide instructions, updates, or notifications. For example, you might send a friendly welcome message like, "Welcome aboard. We're excited to have you with us." Or a practical update such as, "Your shipment has been dispatched and will arrive by Tuesday." Next, images. Images are perfect for showing product photos, charts, or even infographics. For instance, you could send an image of your latest product design so users can preview it before making a purchase. Then, videos. Videos work great for tutorials, introductions, or quick walkthroughs. For example, you might share a short demo video that explains how to use a new feature. And finally, web links. These are really handy for directing users to external resources, articles, or your company website. You could, for example, send a link to your FAQ page so users can quickly find answers on their own. And that's the Send Information component, a simple but powerful way to keep your users informed and engaged. When you're editing your chat flow in Flowmatix, you'll come across a section called Trigger Actions. Think of this as your toolbox. It gives your chatbot extra abilities to respond smartly to users and even adapt based on your team's availability. Alright, let's start with the first one. Live chat. The live chat component connects your user to a real human agent. This is especially useful when the chatbot reaches a point where human support is the better option. For example, a user might say, "I need help with my order." The chatbot replies, "A real person is joining the chat now to assist you." Then the agent steps in and continues the conversation. You'll also notice a Manage Team button. It takes you to the Team section, where you can set up and manage the agents who will be available to handle chats. Quick tip: don't place an end chat component right after live chat. If you do, the conversation might close before the agent even gets a chance to respond. Next, we have the if-else branch component. This one lets you route conversations conditionally based on user responses or certain attributes. If a condition is met, the flow moves one way. If not, it takes a different path. The conditions can be based on a variety of factors, such as visitor response, like a button click or typed answer; custom attributes, for example, VIP status; contact properties, like email or phone number; chat properties, such as assigned tags; or team availability and business hours, perfect for adjusting flows depending on who's online. In this demo, we'll use visitor response as the condition. In the condition field, you'll see several operators like equals, not equals, is any of, is not any of, and more. These help you define exactly when each branch should be triggered. Here's how it works. Say you ask a customer, "Which clothing collection are you looking for?" If the answer is men, route the flow to share the men's collection. And you can even add multiple or conditions depending on the variations you want to cover. After that, click back and add a new condition. This time, set it up for when the visitor response is women. Map this step to share the women's collection. Once that's done, click back again and add the default flow. This default step will be triggered if none of the previous conditions are met. For example, the chatbot could jump to a step showing your trending collections. And that's how the if-else branch component works. Continuing in the trigger action section, We've already seen how chats can move between different flows in your bot using the redirect component. Now, let's look at the assign chat component. This feature automatically routes live chat requests to your team members, making sure no request gets missed. You have two ways to assign chats. Assign to a specific team member. Go ahead and select the agent's name, and any chat will go directly to them. Or assign by department. Choose a department, then set the assignment logic to round robin. This means each team member in that department receives chats one at a time in turn. You can also make sure chats are only sent to online agents and during business hours. That way, no one gets a chat when they're unavailable, and your users always get timely support. Finally, let's explore the AI agent component. This is where your Flowmatix chatbot really gets a brain of its own. By integrating AI-generated intelligence into your chat flow, your bot can understand users better and respond dynamically. Here's how it works. The initial prompt, first message. This sets the context for the conversation. For example, you might set the first message to, "Hi, how can I help you today?" This helps the user know they're in the right place and starts the conversation on a friendly note. AI-driven responses or queries. Here, you define how many AI-generated responses the bot can provide based on user input. For instance, you might allow 5 AI-driven responses. So the bot can guide the user through multiple options, like checking an order status, recommending products, or answering questions. You can enable customer query suggestions with AI, which lets your bot present helpful prompts to users right at the start. Go ahead and enter up to 3 query suggestions. For example, you might add, "Track my order, talk to support, product recommendations." Once you've set initial prompts, the AI agent will generate additional suggestions based on what the user types and the custom prompt you set up here. Next, you can enable the AI response buffer. This feature helps prevent your bot from sending multiple AI responses if a user sends several messages in a short period. You can also train the AI on your own data or connect it to external large language models for smarter, more accurate responses. For example, you could feed your product FAQs into the AI. This way, it can answer questions like, "Does this product come in blue?" all without needing a live agent. You can test your Flowmatix chatbot. By clicking the test button in the top right corner, you'll see options to test it on a website or a landing page. For this example, I'll choose website. Once you do that, you'll see the flow you've created get triggered, and the chat flow starts working just as you set it up. This is a great way to make sure everything is running smoothly before going live. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Flowmatix tips and tutorials.